Hey Leos, so today is going to be July 2nd, but whenever this message finds you, it means it's meant for you. We are in Cancer season, so we're just going to do a forecast for the collective of Leo for the month of July. So I have been having a lot of stuff go on as far as my businesses. I do a few things. I have a few businesses, so I've actually been really busy with that for the month of June. That's why I have been absent. June was also another month where it was like hermit mode in order to elevate, but I hope you all are doing well. We'll go ahead and get started with your forecast for July. I'll be using my classic tarot deck, and then after that we will pull a message from the oracle deck. All right, and as you all know, I already normally set intentions and do my prayer and everything prior to getting onto your read, but I still do it with you all as well. Holy Spirit and guides, I ask that you watch over us, keep us safe as we channel the message for the Leo collective. I ask that all negative energy be transmuted into positivity. Keep us safe, keep us sound, and we just need to hear the messages that are more so needed to be heard with the most honesty versus what is wanted to be heard. I say, let's go ahead and get this started. All right. What message do we have for the Leo collective for the month of July? What messages do we have for the Leo collective for the month of July, Cancer season? What message do we have? Alright, now I get some cards for Leo, 3 preferably. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take this. The Lover's card flew out. I'm gonna take that one for you all as well. Let's see, at the bottom of the cup, we actually have the 4 of Cups that was pulled at the bottom of the deck. Focus. So we'll look into how that ties into your cards as well. And then for your cards, we actually got the 7 of Cups. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 10 of Swords. And of course, that last one I told you, the Lovers. Like, I like to do things in 3, but that one flew out. I'm taking it, so. All right, so pretty interesting spread. When it comes to, it looks like you're gonna have some options in love, but just because you have the options and the choices doesn't mean they're all good. There could be some illusions in there. So let's dive into these cards. So we started with the 7 of Cups. So for the 7 of Cups, pretty much exactly what I said. So the 7 of Cups is going to be, opportunities and illusions, and it looks like that's what's coming to you in July, Leos. So just be mindful, because they say this card, it does signal confusion, but I feel like it depends on which route the reading is going. But for you specifically, especially with the retrograde coming up, and retrograde is in your season, it's going to be July 18th, Mercury retrograde. With the Mercury retrograde, things tend to go backwards. So people from the past try to come in. It's like you're tested with a lot of stuff to see how far you've gotten and if you're going to go back or not. So I would say, based on that, then yes. This could be a lot of confusion, very overwhelming when it comes to different options in love and relationships for you. So you're going to have to do a lot of grounding and, differentiate between what is real and what is just, a projection for you. So do not get caught up in wishful thinking or distractions. You really, really want to focus on clarity for the month of July. All right, and then the next card you did have the Two of Cups, which is water. We are in Cancer season right now. So there could be, within all of those options and that confusion, there could be a good option in there. It could be a water sign. It could be a Cancer specifically that you might be looking into. But anyways, it could be, July can be a month where there are either romantic relationships. You can be healing a connection of the past, which that does revert back to the Mercury retrograde. And it just seems like there could be a strong reconciliation when this card does pop up in this spread. If you're a single Leo, it could mean that like a new love connection is forming. So that's also good. Just be mindful, of the distractions, the illusions, and the confusion. So, make sure you just use that discernment when it comes to something possibly coming in. Your next card is the Ten of Swords. So, the Ten of Swords, it's an ending. Not only is it an ending, it's a painful ending. It is that rock bottom. It's the ending of a cycle. So this recently has happened, or you are at the finish line for it. But seeing this card, it still does, it gives good news, because the worst is already over. When you do see this card, the worst has come. So recovery is still possible once you do get that Ten of Swords. It could have been an air sign, specifically a Gemini, that you could be moving on from. Right, and then we had the Lovers, your bonus card that decided to fly out, but I'm going to take them. So for the Lovers card, big choices in love and alignment. So there are going to be some soul aligned decisions in this month. It is just so critical. I keep going back to that, the Seven of Cups. You're going to have a lot of options to juggle, so you got to look through everything and make sure that you pick that right one, because the option of, a big choice in love is here. And not only just love, a soul aligned love for you. And it's not only about sometimes romantic love, it's about choosing from your heart. So you just want to always choose what aligns with your higher self, not just what makes you comfortable, Leo. So discernment is truly key. And again, taking us back to that Seven of Cups, just be mindful. Bottom of the deck, let's tap on that. For the bottom of the deck, you did have that Four of Cups. So for the Four of Cups, you're still having like a lingering feeling or emotional numbness or dissatisfaction. That is okay as long as you do not sit in it. We have to go through things, but you don't want to sit in that. And being that we did pull that Ten of Swords, everything still is very fresh for you, but just know that you are evolving, and something major is coming. So don't miss your blessings because you're still looking at the loss, is really what this card is reminding you for, and it being at the bottom of the deck. All right. So overall, Leo, You've come through the hard part. This is really a really nice spread, to be honest. The summary message I have for you for the month of July is that it's going to be very powerful and emotional. It's going to be a huge turning point when it does come to that. So just make sure that you avoid being caught in between, you know, what's reality and what is a fantasy. And then you want to look into, you know, being able to separate that past pain from new potentials coming through. Major connections and relationships are coming, or they've already started to evolve. You might have someone, I forgot what I said. What did I say? I said possibly an air sign. I'm seeing some air. We got air, water. Had a lot of air and water. Okay, so yeah, possibly a Gemini, but it looks like some love from an air sign coming through. Just make sure that you do choose wisely. Let go of what no longer serves purpose to you. And, you know, I understand it does hurt, but it has ended and we have to work our way through that. Open your heart to what is trying to grow in place. You know, you have a lot of new opportunities coming in love and relationships. So I definitely love that for you. That is amazing. All right. So let's go ahead and close out with your oracle message. All right. What oracle message do we have for the Leo collective for the month of July? What oracle message do we have for the Leo collective for the month of July? Month of July collective for Leo. Change. All right, change. That's confirmation to your entire reading, to be honest. I like this. Change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. I can so relate to this card as well. As far as the letting go, we do have to just let things flow. A lot of times we're guilty of, you know, putting up a fight and just not wanting to go with the flow. The only way for us to truly align with ourselves is to go ahead and accept change. And sometimes that includes letting go of things. So do not live in force. I've been seeing that message everywhere the past couple weeks. So this gives me some clarity. When I do readings with you all, it doesn't only help, you know, I love being out there to help. I'm a healer, I'm a teacher. I love being out there to help others, but it helps me when I help others. So these messages are pretty cool. All right, Leo, that is all I have today for you. I will try to be more, you know, around and less absent for the month of July. I won't make any promises. I'm just gonna say you will see me when you see me. And of course, when you see me, just know I'm coming with a message that spirit just kept tugging for me to push out. And that's exactly what happened to me last night when I pulled. It was just like, all right, get out there, do some reads. You haven't touched anything. Spirit just kept nudging at me. So a lot of these messages, not a lot, these messages, they will find you in divine timing. So just make sure you like, share, and comment. It's a way to help push my channel out to someone who really might need the message at the time. And if it resonates, go ahead, notate that in the comments for me so I know. But thank you all for all your support. I will see you when I see you. And remember, Leo, you are magical. You have a great one.